Ciałbasu. To pana oto wokasa. Siła ciałbasu. Ciska. Inkuinku ka. Kinbani chalora kun. Kung abashun ni uba. Chi.
How may I be of assistance? What is it you would like? Well, I mentioned before that my parents had fled to Taris. Perhaps I can tell you about that. In the early days of the Mandalorian War, there had been fighting closer to the Outer Rim worlds. Cathar was there, yes. My people had a great reputation. They sought to test themselves against us, I think. Test themselves by bombing our world. They swooped down from space, across the world, firing at anything that moved. They used ships in space to destroy all orbits. We did resist. And in spite of their violent attack, we did stay. But in the end, we were not members of the Republic. Cathar was beyond the edge of our interstellar communications were the first. We knew what was coming. The most we could do was most did not make. My parents carried me as a baby with them and were lucky enough to. They fled as far as they were able and eventually settled on Taris. They could stand running no further, I think. But Taris was a horrible. My father turned to stimulants. He spent much of his time in local bars. But we are warriors. It runs through our blood. And so he would... killed by a man who provoked him into a fight and killed him like an animal. I am...
What happened? What's going on?
Sith interdictor ship. They must have been waiting for us on the hyperspace route. We're caught in their tractor beam.
Do you recognize the ship?
It's the Leviathan. Saul Karath's vessel. My own mentor. Sith attacked my homeworld, the Leviathan, Saul Karath's flagship. I'm not gonna do anything stupid, but I won't throw our lives away in some bad quest.
Talk of an escape is somewhat premature, don't you think? We don't even have a plan to get out of this mess yet.
I'll admit it won't.
Maybe Admiral Karath doesn't know how many of us there are. Just... The Admiral will be watching the three of us far too closely for any plot involving you, me, or Carl.
Well, if we're gonna pick...
Sith searched the ship, I could wait until the guards had completed their search, then come to rescue you.
Hold on, they're dragging us into the docking bridge.
Bastila, Karth, and the crew have been taken prisoner as you ordered, Commander.
Excellent. Have you searched the ship thoroughly? Admiral Karth warned me to be on alert for any kind of treachery.
We searched the ship from top to bottom. Somebody would have had to be invisible for us not to find them in there.
Well done. Return to your posts and I'll tell the Admiral of this.
Karth, it has been far too long since we last spoke. I see the recent months have not been kind.
But I recognize you, Saul. I see your face every night, even as I promised myself I will kill you for what you did to my homeworld.
Did you learn nothing?
I was a coward.
In war, even
My wife died in that attack.
You used to be a man of... You're an insignificant part of these events anyway. Lord Malak is far more interested in your Jedi companions. He has great plans for...
We will never serve Malak or the dark side.
Your words are brave, Bastila, but the lure of the dark side is hard to resist. Or so I've been told. You're defiant. I'm certain Malak will find your loyalty to the Dark Lord will probably reward me. The Dark Lord will no doubt torture you for information and for his own... However, Lord Malak is in another... Enough. I don't want them to...
Don't waste your breath, Saul.
I'm sure. I am in... It is time... However, the interrogation...
My pain is me.
I tire of... Alderaan is nothing but a planet of artisans and philop. Very well. Enough. This first gone to... It doesn't matter whether you believe me or not. The fact remains that the Jedi on Dantooine have been erratic. Now, tell me your mission. How were the Jedi planning on using you to... Do you take me? Perhaps you need a reminder.
No!
Listen, now... Perhaps another...
No! No! I beg you!
I am surprised he did not pass out. I see I am wasting. I will leave you...
Don't try to move too quickly. You might not be...
They tortured all of us, though you got the worst of it by far. Saul wanted them to make us suffer. He's become...
The dark side has perverted him, Carl. Yes. I suppose I'm taking the... I'd like to believe that Saul was lying to us. But even as he said the words, I knew they were true. The Academy is gone. We should have felt a disturbance in the Force when the attack came. The fact that we did not is a bad sign. I fear the dark side has grown. I can only hope that some of the Jedi escaped. Rook, Endar, Zar. I cannot imagine all of...
None of this will matter if we don't get out of this prison. Saul mentioned that, Lord...
It is fortunate you were able...
I have... No, I know you would... I don't know...
Did you feel that?
Well, then we better hope Juhani busts...
I shall not be seen.